If you want to become a barista, you need to learn two skills. One is hard skill, one is soft skills. Because these are the two skills that you have to perfect to get a barista job here in UAE or any other countries. Okay, so to become a barista, you need two skills. You have to master only two skills. And one, hard skills. Hard skills, what is hard skills? Okay, hard skills is like you went to any training institute, then you learn how to brew coffee, how to brew espresso, how to operate machines, and theory and practicals. They are the hard skills. And what are the soft skills? And CB making, and research and apply, how to apply for a job, after finishing your training, you got your certificate, and how you are going to utilize that certificate, right? You have to find a job. If you cannot find a job, how you will become a barista? And to become a barista, to find a job, you have to do basic research, communication, confidence. These are the soft skills that you need to learn. And now I will try to tell you and give you some deep information. It's not really deep, but it's very useful. Okay, it's not deep, but it's very useful, and you must understand these two factors. Okay, these hard skills and soft skills, they are the most important, not only to be a barista, okay, other jobs like a chef, okay, to become a waiter, okay, to find sales in a sales per, like a, to get a job in a sales, a merchandiser, or any kind of a job. You every kind of a job, they need two things: hard skill and soft skills. No matter what kind of a job you are doing, like I make video, okay, I know how to edit a video, I know how to record a video, that is my hard skills. But how I speak, this is the soft skills. Without, like, if I cannot speak, okay, how am I going to record a video? I know only editing, so I cannot become a content creator, I cannot make content, right? That is the power of soft skills. Okay, hard skills, if I just make content, okay, I just speak, but I don't know how to record a, but I don't know how to use my mobile to record a video. So without hard skills, soft skills is nothing. Without soft skills, hard skills is nothing. They are like a 50-50. Okay, they are like a 50-50. Without hard skills, soft skills is useless. Without soft skills, hard skills is useless, that you cannot get a job. Okay, let's get back to the video. Okay, so what are the hard skills to become a barista? Okay, to get a barista job, you need to learn first coffee making and how you're going to do that. Okay, first you have to join any training institute, because without training you cannot get a job, right? And what you are going to learn there, you're going to learn coffee making. Okay, all training institute, no matter this one, that one, X or Y or Z, any training institute, they will teach you coffee making. This is very crucial part of barista job. Okay, if you don't know how to make a coffee, you cannot become a barista, right? How you are going to get a job without knowing how to make coffee? Okay, these things you're going to learn in your training institute by your instructor. They have like a years of experience, they know how to teach you, and they will teach you how to make coffee. There are different type of coffee brewing techniques. Okay, there are espresso brewing, there are like a pour over. Okay, so they will teach you all type of brewing techniques. Okay, basically you are going to learn coffee, how to make coffee, okay, in training institute. I hope you understand. Okay, this is they will teach you, so you can learn in 2 weeks, 3 weeks is enough. Okay, you can learn that. for the beginners only, okay. For professionals, like advanced, it will be harder, and the course is also a bit complex, okay. If you are a beginner, you don't understand those things, like it's very complex. Again, let's not go to the complex sections. Okay, operating machines. Okay, to make coffee, what do you need? You need tools, machines. Like you, to make a coffee, you need, first thing, you need a grinder. How you're going to brew coffee, espresso or pour over, you need a grinder, right? How to use grinder, they will teach you. How to use machine, grinder is also tools, it's a machine. Okay, how to make espresso, there is a espresso machine at a training institute. They will teach you how to operate espresso machines. How to steam milk, okay, that is also a machine. Okay, espresso machine, you're going to steam milk on an espresso machine. With an espresso machine, they will teach you. Again, training center, training institute will teach you. Okay, training institute will teach you everything about coffee, operating machines, because in cafes there are like a different kind of grinders. There are like there are hundreds of like different types of espresso machine, how to operate. Okay, basic functions of all machines are same. All grinders, the job of the grinders is grinding machine. The job of espresso machine is pull espresso. Okay, the job of espresso machine, steaming milk. Okay, so basically all of the machines, they will work with a basic fundamental. They have like they have a same kind of a functions. Okay, all machines, you're going to learn operate machines. Okay, everything about these are the only like a few things that I'm talking. Okay, so number 3, theory and practical. Okay, they will teach you how to operate machines, they will teach you how to make coffee, they will teach you about the theory, like how about the ratios and everything, like cultivation, like a process, like how they process coffee beans. Like there are a different kind of a process, like natural, washed, fully washed, and anaerobic. And there are so many different kind of uh, processing and beans. There are so many ratios that you have to use to brew a good coffee. Okay, there are like so many things about the coffee, how they started, how the coffee is started, how cafes are running, how cafes make a sales, like everything, like how you'll take orders and everything, basics of everything. They will teach you theory about coffee, everything about coffee, like in a basic way. Okay, because you are a beginner, they don't go to advanced, like a SCA type of that theory. The basic theory, they will teach you everything. Okay, the brewing technique, the timing, how it will affect everything, they will teach you. And practical, this is same, operating machines and making coffee, they are like a together. It will become a practical, because you're going to operate machine, you're going to learn how to brew coffee, you're going to learn how to brew espresso, how to brew pour over coffees. Like, okay, maybe they will teach you how to make mojitos. Okay, maybe they will teach you how to make milkshakes. The recipes are different. Okay, the recipes in every coffee shop, recipes are different, the basics. But like a latte, cappuccino, cortado, piccolo, espresso, they are like a classic coffee. Okay, anywhere you go, they are almost like identical. the taste will be different, but their brewing technique, they're making like how they make a latte in one cafe and how they make a latte in another cafe, they are basically same. So practical, they will teach you in a practical way. You'll learn how to steam milk, you learn how to make latte arts, you learn how to brew espresso, okay, you learn how to use ratios and everything is in practical. Okay, when you learn theory and practical, your classes are finished. Okay, what did you learn? Coffee making, operating machines, theory about the coffee, everything, and practical. Then voila, you got your certificate. Okay, now you have a certificate, but will you get a job with only certificate? The answer is no. You're not gonna get job with only certificate, because certificate is like when you apply for a job, it's like it's a proof that you have learned something, okay, from any institute. And if you are a beginner for already worked as a barista, for professionals, they don't need certificate, they don't care. Still, like some cafes, they ask for a certificate, but mostly for the beginners, they don't ask for a certificate. But still, you'll get certificate from your training institute. Sorry for my handwriting, it's shit. It looks like a shit, but you understand, right? You'll get a certificate. Now, how to utilize this, your certificate? How to utilize that, the certificate? Only because of certificate you're not getting a job, right? Now, the part soft skills comes after this. Your training finish, your training is finished now, okay, maybe like 15 days or 20 days training, you get your certificate. Now your training is finished. Now finding a job is the second part. Okay, to find a job you need soft skills. Okay, the first thing of soft skills is CEB. Okay, I have seen like so many people, they they make a CB, they don't know how to make a CB. And okay, it's totally fine, you don't know how to make a CB, it's totally fine. But if you like you're paying like 15 to 20 dirham for a CB, but they will make you, okay, you pay 15 to 20 dirham and they will make like a typing center or cyber cafe, they will make a CB for you. But if you don't know what to write in CB, you're a beginner barista, okay, you are going to apply for a job, but if you don't know the responsibility that you have to include in the CV, if you don't know like what is the what is the role of barista, what baristas does, and if you don't mention like what did you do, what did you learn in your training during your training session, how employer will know, how HRs will know, how managers will check your CV, okay, how they are going to like like evaluate, okay, your CV, that they are looking for somebody who have like a, okay, junior post, okay, they need somebody who have got a training. You have to mention, that you got a certificate, that you have to mention you learn how to make coffee, you have to mention you learn how to operate machines, you have to learn like mention you know how to brew espresso, you know how to make latte cappuccinos, you know how to make V60, you know how to make like a Chemex or Aeropress, you have to mention. But if you don't know what to mention in your CV, those people who's making CV for you, they don't know, okay, because they are not barista, they don't know like what are the experience that they have to include in the CV. That's why this is very important. CB plays a very important role, because wherever you are going to apply for a job, first thing you are going to do is you send a CB. Okay, I'm an employer. I'm looking for a one junior barista. Okay, I will post on my social media, or I'll go to LinkedIn, or I'll go to Job Indeed, somewhere. Okay, I'll post my vacancy announcement. So what you are going to do, you're going to collect my phone number, or you're going to collect my I will mention my phone number or my email address. You're going to send what? CV. Because without CV, I'm not gonna shortlist you for an interview. I'm not gonna call you for an interview. I'm looking for a barista and you are looking for a job, but you never send me a CV. That means I'm never connected with you. CV is most important thing. Okay, these are basics. If you don't perfect, because you are a beginner, you don't perfect on all these things. Okay, but CV you have to mention. Okay, because this is, you're like a, people always say that, right? A first impression is the last impression. This is your first impression. So it's very important. You have to, the layout of the CV, like in UAE for the basics role, it's a PDF format. You have to send your CV in PDF format, and you have to put your pictures. Some cafes, they don't care about the picture, but some cafes, managers or HRs, they look for a photo. Okay, they want to know, they want to see how you look. Okay, how presentable you look on your photos. So CV is very important thing. So you must understand about the CV. This is also part of soft skills. Making CV is a hard skill, but understanding CV is also part of soft skills. Okay, the second is research and apply. What is research and apply? Okay, research means like a, you have to visit like a multiple sites, websites. Okay, you have to visit social media. Any cafes are, they have a hiring. Okay, they will post, we have a vacancy for two baristas, we have a vacancy for a one waiter. Okay, they will mention everything. Okay, you visit Job Indeed and Naukrigal, Dubizal, any other websites, okay, to find a job. What you have to do is research. That is called research. Like you are searching for their email address, you are searching for the employer's contact details. That is called research. Without this, how you are going to send your CV? Without doing research, you will never know there is a vacancy, right? Okay, after research you will send your CV. That is called apply. Okay, you send your CV to employer. That is called apply. And apply means you upload your CV and website also. Okay, there are websites like Naukrigal, Job Indeed. Mostly I use Job Indeed. Okay, that is very reliable, and it's not promoted, and but it's very reliable. Okay, hundreds of jobs like a post in every day. So you do your research and apply. You have to make your profile and website, and you have to apply every day, maybe 2 3 4 5 jobs. Like how many jobs you see, you just apply, and like there's no guarantee that they will call you, but there is a hope. Sometimes they will call you immediately, sometimes they will call you after a month. There are so many times, I have a job. Okay, I'm working like 3 or 4 months. Okay, but sometimes I still get a call that they check my profile on Job Indeed and they call me. Okay, they still call me for a job offer and for an interview. Okay, they will call me for an interview. Okay, so Research and apply is also part of soft skills. Okay, the third one, communication. What is communication and why it's important? Because communication means like they call you. Okay, you have to answer the call. Okay, they will ask you something like what was your previous role, like experience, what is your visa, and like how, where did you learn your barista, how to make everything, anything they can ask you. You have to answer. That is called communication. There will be 2%. They will ask you, you're going to answer. You're going to ask something, they will going to answer. That is called communication. And this skill need to be very good. Okay, because this skill shows how perfect you are for that position that they open. Okay, some companies they open for a junior barista, but with excellent communication skills, and asking for excellent communication skills, and your communication skills is very nice, and you speak a very good English, and whenever whatever they ask, you're answering without any interruption, like without breaking your rhythm. Okay, how I'm talking right now, if I stop talking, that is the rhythm is break. Okay, in one rhythm, like you're doing a question answer. Okay, literally you are talking to the person. Okay, this is a communication. Without communication, nobody will hire you, right? If they find out like they think, if employer think that you cannot communicate in a proper way, maybe customer speaks only English and you don't know how to speak English. Okay, you know only your native language, you speak only your native language, are you going to get job? No, right? There will be another person who knows how to speak English, they will get a job. Okay, this is also very important, communication skills. So always improve your communication skills. And the last, number 4, is confidence. Confidence is very it plays a very crucial role and all over this. Okay, you learn how to make coffee, but if you cannot demonstrate how you are making coffee, they will fail you on your interview. And how you are going to make coffee in front of your employer, like your interviewer? Confidence. Without confidence, your hands will start shaking, like I'm making a espresso, maybe I'm making a rush, I'm making like I forget how to turn on the scale, I forget how to turn on the scale, I forget how to push button. Okay, I forget, like I'm not steaming milk in a proper way. I've learned. You have learned all those things in your previous class. Okay, you have learned how to steam milk, how to do everything. But if you are not confident enough, you will make mistake. And that is interview is like you're going to make only 1 or 2 coffees. You will get only one chance with that employer, for that interviewer, with that interviewer, to communicate with that interviewer. You'll get only one chance. If you missed it, khalas, finish, you're not getting a job from that company, from that particular company. Okay, other companies you can apply and you'll get another interview, so you can do that everything. But without confidence, you cannot make coffee. Without confidence, you cannot operate machine. Without operating machine, you cannot make coffee, right? Without confidence, you cannot communicate with your employer. You cannot communicate, right? You cannot do your question answer. Maybe they will ask you like how coffee trend starts, like what is the trending coffee right now, like maybe they can ask you about what is the meaning of SCA, specialty coffee association. Okay, those are the things. Okay, but if you don't have confidence, you know the meaning of SCA, but you don't have confidence, you cannot answer properly, right? So confidence, it can controls everything, hard skills, soft skills, everything is worthless without confidence. Okay, so confidence is very important thing. Okay, so these are the two things, soft skills and hard skills, to get a barista job. Okay, after finish your classes, your training, you're going to apply the first, you're going to apply these things. Okay, hard skills, making coffee and practical training, your theory training, everything is training you're going to learn in training institute. Okay, after you finish this, you have to work on your soft skills, because without hard skills you're not able to make coffees in front of interviewer. But without soft skills you cannot get interview calls, you will never get interview opportunity to demonstrate what did you learn, what do you know about the coffee. Okay, so these are the very these are the only two skills, soft skills and hard skills. They are the most important skills that you need to understand. You don't need to go very deep down for a coffee making, operating machines theory, like a CB, the layout, the pictures, how to place a picture, like a research. You can do a basic research and apply, but your communication skills has to be a very good. You can improve, it's very easy. Okay, your confidence level, you have to boost your confidence level, because without confidence level you cannot demonstrate everything, you cannot communicate without your confidence, you cannot maybe do your research. Maybe you are, if you have a low confidence, maybe you'll think, oh, I got certificate, but I don't know how to do research, how to find a job. Lack of confidence. Okay, so these are the things that you need to understand to get a barista job in any country, not here only in UAE, any country. You need to learn these things. Okay, hard skills and soft skills. Later in my next video, maybe I'll talk about the CB, the layout, how uh, in a way of UAE. Okay, okay, there are two three type of CBs, uh, doc, text and PDF. Okay, I'm not talking about the layout. Okay, ATS friendly CBs, maybe I will make next videos on those topics. Like a CV, how important the CV is. I already make videos on my there is a video on my YouTube channel, you can check, you can visit. Okay, I have already done. Okay, research and how to apply, I've already done. Okay, last time I made a video how to apply barista job in Starbucks. I have already done that thing. Okay, communication skill, maybe I haven't make any video about communication and confidence. And these are the topics that I don't I don't talk too much about coffee making, operating machines, because these are not my section. Okay, I'm not that good to teach you how to make coffee, to teach you how to operate machines. I'm not so good on like a theory and practical of coffee, because my knowledge is very limited about coffee. My goal is to motivate you all to get uh, a job. Not only these things are not only applied on barista. Okay, any kind of a jobs, any hospitality industry, you need these two. Any kind of a job, you need these two, hard skills and soft skills. They are always useful, you must learn if you want to work. Okay, if you don't want to work, you don't need these things. But if you want to work in any industry, you must understand hard skills and soft skills. So Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, and you can subscribe, like and share with your friends, like who is searching for any training institute or any like a how to become a barista or any kind of a job they are looking for, you can send. Okay, this video is useful to them, maybe your friends and family. And if you like it, you can subscribe my YouTube channel, and you can visit my TikTok account. You can follow me there on my Instagram, Dalai Krishna. That's my handle name on every social media. You can follow me on Facebook, and hope to see you in next video. And I hope this video will help you to get your first barista job as a beginner. Thank you.